Hello traders and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill. We're going to talk a little bit about Forex today. And we got some sun outside, can you believe it? Looks like it's going to be a nice day today here in Thailand. That's a good thing. Weather's been off and on, it's alright. So let's see what's going on. Job numbers came out on Friday, as I'm sure you all know, and it was good numbers. And the market showed that if you look at all the dollar pairs across the board, the dollar is strong. The dollar index on this investing.com shows 95.38 on the dollar index. So that's a good thing. Like to see the dollar strong. So I'm going to get into a rant here in a minute, but let's see what's going on with news. What do we current account out of Japan today? GDP year-on-year, quarter-on-quarter for Q2. China has PPI year-on-year. Somebody from Aussie is speaking like, who cares? Great British Pound has GDP month-on-month. Initial production out of the pound today. Busy pound day. Manufacturing production month-on-month. Trade balance non-EU. OPEC meeting, like who really cares about an OPEC meeting? Does anybody think like that really has any influence on what the oil is doing? Not. Oh, what else is going on? New York looks really quiet today. FOMC yacker is going to somebody's going to speak out of the FOMC. Like, who cares what they got to say? Looks like they're pushing for interest the next meeting to up the rates again. That's not a surprise. So that's about it there. I don't see nothing else there. So, I have this, I use a platform, TradingView. And so, like, I use Apple computers. So it's very difficult to find a Forex.
It's 7 hours.
7 hours. 7 a.m. in Thailand. So it's very hard to find Forex on a Apple computer. In other words, we don't have, MT4, none of that works on an Apple computer. So there's very few products out there, very, very few. And one is TradingView, and I like TradingView. I like their platform. I like everything about them. But their administration and their customer service is the worst. It's like the worst I've ever seen. So this morning, 6 in the morning, I click on my charts, everything's gone. They say I need to upgrade. Really? I just upgraded, what was it, 2 months ago? I paid a yearly subscription. $300, boom, out of there. Just give me my charts, right? Wipe me out. Took all my trend lines off, took everything, wiped me out. So anyhow, that's my thing with. So I sent them a support ticket over a month ago. They haven't answered me. They have me on 2 different accounts. They are the worst. TradingView's administration is the worst. I don't know how they stay in business. It's just amazing. It really is amazing. Okay, that's the end of my rant. On that note, let's markets are moving. Listen, we got to be excited. We got, like I said, we got to about the middle of December to get in trades, get active, trade small, trade often, trade small, trade often, trade small, trade often. If you're sitting there watching your charts waiting for the big move, that doesn't work. You got to be clicking that mouse. You got to be in trades. Trade small, trade often. I don't put all my eggs in one basket, right? I put small trades on all the time. I want to be 4 or 5 trades throughout the day with small mini lots, 3, 4, mini lots, right? But I'm in 5 different positions. So the probability of success and winning is better, right? I can lose 2, but I can win in 4. And, that just makes it better that my day is going to be in the green instead of in the red. All right, let's go to the charts. Whatever we're going to see, I have no idea, but let's try it. All right, so we have some charts here. All right, so they've had this number 1 here for over a month and a half, and they're telling me that support's going to get back to me in the next 24 hours. They're busy. What are they busy doing? Bunch of idiots. Well, apparently my account is active because I got, a strategy tester, trading panel, notes, right? I got all this stuff here. Stock screener, right? Got all that right here. So apparently my account is active, right? Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at the euro. Euro sold off here really, really nicely. Jobs numbers, right? So this is the difference between This is data coming out versus a news event, right? And it's funny. Data in Forex is really big. It moves charts in Forex. I was in the U.S. session on Friday, and like jobs numbers not even mentioned. Like who cares about jobs? It didn't affect anything. Elon Musk smoking marijuana on a talk show. It's all over the place, and Tesla's just dumping. What was Tesla like 3 or 4 months ago? $400 a share, $420? Yeah, I think they're down to $250 or something, $260. Keep smoking that dope there, Elon. You're doing great. Unbelievable, right? Yeah, so this is a perfect example of you don't want to be in front of this freight train, right? You don't want to be in front of the freight train. This is a nice move here. Now what do we want to see? We want to see this pull back up. We want to see this come up to the 1600 level. It's a key level here. See if we can get this to pull up to that 1600. Now that sounds fine, and that sounds like a good idea. However, as we know, these pairs don't like to pull back anymore, right? They just like continue to the downside. But we do want to pull back at least to this 55, 1580, and we can sell this. At least we get back down to support. You have 16, 18 pips in profit. You get to break even in case it bounces. But we really wanted to go back up to 1600. You got the 55, you got the 200 exponential moving average. Good place to sell it, right? Good place to sell it. Always remember, we sell at resistance and we buy at support. We don't want to be selling it. Now, this is a buying opportunity, by the way, down here at 1550, right? 1550, 1560, this is a buying opportunity. The 10 EMA is below price, right? So, I'd wait for some confirmation and I'd put a really tight stop on that. I'm talking like 6 pips, right? At the most, 7, right? 7 pips. See if this thing will shoot up. Give you 15 pips, 10 pips, right? See if it'll give you some shot to the upside, right? This is support, right? Substantial support here. So why don't we buy this at this level? It's not a bad idea. The issue is that we're in Asia, right? And there's really no Asia data coming out today. And I don't think this is going to do anything. I think this is going to stay sideways until about 90 minutes before the London Open, and then we'll start to see some movement here. Now, the movement's either is, if I had somebody put a gun to my head and say, well, what do you think it's going to do? Well, I would think it's just going to continue to the downside. Just going to continue to fall. Unless something comes out and says, oh, we have something changes with the dollar, right? If something comes out between now and European Open, the dollar goes back to 94.50 or 94.60. This is going to head to the upside, right? All right, now I'd like to show you that I had a bunch of stuff here, but let's take a look at the pound. Again, this is the big event. Here we go, sideways, nothing here. I sort of like this. I don't like this 200 EMA down here though. Yeah, this 200 EMA does not look healthy here, right? But there's nothing. There's nothing positive coming out of the Great British Pound, right? I mean, the UK is in this Brexit thing, and like every day it's a different story. It's like, whoa, man, like somebody needs to like do something, get your act together. It's like, come on already, do it. So if we take this, if we sell this, we can get below this 10 EMA, maybe below this 2910 area. Then you're at 2900. So really, there's nothing to do here. Right? I was going to say, we can put a trend line in this, get a retest of the trend line, and then take it to the downside. But you're too close to this 200 EMA. So you really don't have any trade here until we get below this 200 exponential moving average. That's at 2,900, so you're looking at 2880, 2890. We can sell this. Now, there's a lot of nice things here. Look at this chart, folks. Look at this, wide open space, right? No Forex junk right here, right? We have it over here, that's okay. But right here, we don't have nothing. This is a nice move to the downside. If we can get below that 200 exponential moving average, it has to get below the 200. All right? It has to get below 200. I wouldn't trade this down to that level. There's just too much probability that's going to bounce or it's going to go sideways, right? So for those of you who can't sit in front of your charts and like have to go to work, I'd put a pending order in at 1280, right? Get out at 2820, right? 2880 pending, a limit order, and 2820, 2830. Put your limit order, take profit, right? Sure, right? Put your order in, see what happens. Let it do its thing. If you don't get triggered, you don't get triggered. You're not losing anything, right? Now, where are you going to put your stop? right? That's the next thing somebody's gonna say. Well, William, where are we gonna put our stop? Well, yeah, this, if you're gonna get into 2280, 2920 or 2930 is fine. Right above this is 55, about 3 pips above that. That's fine. And listen, always remember, stops are for emergencies. Stops is not, we wait for it to stop and then get stopped out. We don't wait for 40 pips to go against us and then get stopped out. You get 3 higher lows, higher highs. Maybe we got to get out of this thing and take a 15 pip hit or a 20 pip hit, not a 40 pip hit, right? If it goes against you, get out. Get out of the way. Just get out. We can always re-enter, right? Take small losses. Take small losses. And a lot of gains, right? Sounds easy, doesn't it? Let's take a look at the Great British Pound, JPY, the old beast we used to call it. I don't know, what do they call this thing anymore? This is pretty ugly, right? This is pretty ugly. I gotta be honest with you. This does nothing for me here, right? This is just a mess, right? What are you gonna do with that? Well, this is what you'd like to see. You'd like to see this back up here. Right, you'd love to see this up here, right? Something like that. And then sell it, right? I don't want to do anything here. And then you're into this. Or you can do the old, right? You can put one of these in here, right? Okay. Like, I won't do it now, but I got to change that color. That's like ridiculous. So yeah, maybe we get a trend line break, retest, and we take down. But we got this support level here that we got to watch for. You're at the 2. This is just a mess here. You know what? I don't even like that. No, that's not a good thing. No, get out of it. Sometimes you put stuff on your chart and you say, hey, that looks nice. No, it doesn't look nice. It's not a good idea. This needs to pull back up and give us some kind of an entry here. You can actually fib this last swing if you wanted, see if you can get in. But this is a mess. Stay away from that. Pound yen, not today. Let's take a look at the Kiwi. Let me see USD. Come on here. Come on. What's going on here? All right, let's skip that idea. Let's go take a look at the Euro Aussie. Another one of my. Is it me today or what? Yeah, there you go. Thank you. There we go. All right. Look at this, huh? That's not what I wanted. I'll get it right. There we go. Yeah, I like this. Look at this. This is nice, right? What if we can get in here at 62.30, 62.25, and we'll get out at 16.14, right? Somewhere here. 16.15, we'll get out. Yeah, it's a good scalp. You might get a bounce. Nah, see this again. It's just about getting it right. Entries, and listen, at least our market's moving. I'm not complaining. But entries are vital, right? Entries are vital. Yeah, this looks like this is gonna just hang out here. We're gonna stick in this range. It looks like. This looks like this is just gonna hang out in this range here. And you see we're in the middle of this range, so there's nothing to do here. Right, you really want to get this up here and then sell it. I don't scale into my trades. I scale out of my trades. I don't think, it's your preference how you like to trade. I just been, since I started grilled on that process. So I like to go in full throttle, and then maybe when you get to this 55, you dump like 2/3 of your trade and just keep one, see if you can get past this. And then if you can get past the support level, go ahead and go ahead and maybe get back in again and then just continue. Then you got this 200. Now, if we get below the 6160, now this is a dream right here, folks. Right? Wow, if we can get below there, look at that. There is nothing here, folks. This is just wide open for us. This is not going to do nothing, right? That's not going to bother us at all. This is just wide open. That's the trade, my friends, right there. That is the trade on the Euro Aussie to the downside. Nice thing about the Euro Aussie is it really doesn't pay attention to what's going on outside. It just does its own thing. It's just a very good pair to trade. I mean, just look at some of this action here. You know, they've got some overshoots. Overshoots are everywhere. And remember, if I give you a number, that's just a number. That's not like you have to wait for that number. Everything's in a zone, right? You got to give. This is in that area, right? So, I mean, this is kind of nice, right? Bounce off the 200, bounce off the 200, bounce. Look at this bounce off the 200 all the way back up, right? Bounce off of that level, right? That we just put in there, right? Boom, back down, bounce off the 200, bounce off the 200 all the way back up. Data, NFP, bounce off the 50. You know, it's very, I don't know, you can predict it, right? You know these levels are going to get bounced off on this Euro Aussie. It's been this way. It's a great pair to trade. It's not erratic. I guess that's a good word. It's not crazy or anything. It just does its thing, right? It just does its thing. Oh. What's going on with our Aussie today? Like every other pair. Yeah, this is, this to me just shouts out, just rib me and then sell me, right? Right, our bias, we're going to take it to the downside. All right, I'll take top of that swing, pull this down, right? So we're looking like this 50%, this 55 is going to be an issue, right? So if you're getting in here, you're at 71.39. Okay, sure, I'll take 30 pips to the downside. But really, you'd love to get up to the 618, right? There's like the trade that's acceptable, and then there's that trade that you really want. Yeah, 71.70, right? We want to get up there, right? Let this pull back and get up there, right? And then we can sell this Aussie. But like I said, the other dollar pairs, I just think they're just going to continue to beat us to the downside, and that's a good thing, we just want to sell it. But entries are key. Entries are key. All right. Hey, did you notice? New tie today. My, I don't know, what would you call him? My production advisor. Bought me a new tie. He came to visit me and Patty this weekend, and I got myself a new tie. And I just screwed that up. Yeah, that's what happens when you play with the freaking mouse, Bill. There we go. All right, back in business. Okay, so I think I got some Ikimuku stuff. No, I don't have. Yeah, we do. All right, so we got some Ikimuku. Most of your dollar pairs just look the same. Outside the cloud, totally down, right? Nothing to do here. We're looking for pullbacks, right? This is a future line, this red line. Pound into the downside. Like I said, nothing really to do here. I'll get these charts back up and running. I'm sort of like, I don't know if I want to do it today. I might wait another 24 hours before I start putting all my indicators back on these charts, because who knows what TradingView is going to do today. So I'll probably just wait. I don't know. We'll see what happens in about 10 hours. I'll decide if I want to do anything with these charts. But I want to put everything back the way it was. It's so much easier. When the tools in the toolkit work, it's great, right? So yeah, not a lot. All your dollar pairs look the same here. I'm looking at some other charts over here. I don't see anything outstanding. So we'll just keep this as it is. Aussie New Zealand is up at resistance, by the way. Take a look at that. Here's Aussie New Zealand up into the cloud, right? It's bearish. It's a bearish trend here. So we're just up in the cloud. We'd like to see this get up to that top of that cloud and just sell off. There's a lot of junk here, You're going to have to fight through this thing. So this, to me, doesn't look appetizing. as it does on my other. I have 6 other charts on the other side there, so this doesn't look as appetizing as before. But it's a pair to look at. It's in the cloud. It comes up to here, right? We've got a beautiful selling opportunity. So yeah, just watch it, right? We're coming up to 0.900. We're coming up to, so it could be a good area to sell this Aussie New Zealand. Traders, thank you so much for being with me today. It is a Monday, and I'm really happy to be back at the trading desk. I have to be totally honest with you. I only need 1 day off. 2 days off is too many. Traders, thanks for your support. TradingWithBill.com, and always remember to trade smart, not hard. We will see you tomorrow morning in Asia. Take care, traders. Have a great trading day, and have some fun.